Irish Guy, and yes, this is my Premier League prediction series where I go head-to-head with other YouTubers. And whoever wins the leaderboard in May, that is whose forfeit I am gonna have to do. And lads, last week was tasty. I went head-to-head with HITC Football. Yeah, they're still alive. The guy looked like someone who, if me and James had a baby. But I won. I actually won. I finally beat someone at this. Yay! To be fair, Jack did decently. He got 50 points, but I got 60. But look, Jack has squeezed himself into third in the list. And so let's just see who I am challenging this week. Everyone say hello to NathanConnorTV.
The Irish Guy. How are we doing, mate? Good to be on your channel.
Wow, that is a good camera. Christ, but some people, when sending me their clips, they look like they just filmed the thing on a baked potato, but this is like the production value of Lord of the Rings. The camera quality is so good, I can almost see the flies on the wall.
Okay, so I've thought long and hard about a forfeit for you, and I think I got one, okay, so.
Okay, I've never met Nathan before. In fact, I've never had any interaction with him before. So let's just see, how much pain does he want to inflict on a stranger? These forfeits tell a lot about a person. Is he a really nice, friendly, smiley chap? Or is he secretly a man of pure evil who right now is going to tell me that if he tops this leaderboard in May, then I have to push my mum off a bridge? Honestly, I tell these YouTubers that they can give me any forfeit they want. What if one of them turns around and tells me to go swimming with sharks? To be fair, I wouldn't put that one past Boovy.
On a game day when Newcastle are playing at St. James's Park, I want you to go outside the ground in a Sunderland shirt with a guitar.
But I can't play the guitar.
And I want you to busk and sing about how great Sunderland are and how rubbish Newcastle are.
Right.
Now I need you to have a guitar.
But I don't play the guitar!
I need you to have one of those little hats or little boxes for some money with a little sign saying Sunderland are the best or something like that.
Sunderland are best? What? Marrying their mums? Look, it's an interesting one, Nathan. I think I would be the anti-Sam Fender, standing outside St. James's Park in a Sunderland shirt. Even the local cats will be hissing at me. But go on then, let's take a look at your predictions. Are you gonna be the one to finally topple Anfield agenda at the top? Right, let's go. Newcastle versus Arsenal.
It's Newcastle versus Arsenal. I think this is a must-win game for Arsenal. It really is. They're 5 points behind City. If they lose this and Man City win, they're 8 points and the title is done. And I can't deal with any more Arsenal tears, mate.
Well, that's a lie. I know this man is a Liverpool fan, and yet he's saying he can't deal with any more Arsenal tears? Yeah, with the ever-increasing rivalry building up between Liverpool and Arsenal inside the last couple of years, I'm guessing people like Nathan would probably drink the tears of Arsenal fans as if it's 7-Up.
So, do you know what? I think that it's going to be a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Goal scorer for Newcastle is that man Isaac, and then for Arsenal, it's going to be Havertz at the double.
Interesting. Look, Arsenal lost here virtually a year ago to the day, but I cannot see past another Gunners win. Newcastle's atmosphere against Chelsea in the League Cup midweek was stellar, but I actually think that this kickoff time works against Newcastle fans. The Gunners hate, and I mean hate, traveling to Tyneside to play Newcastle in the dark, because Newcastle supporters, for nighttime matches, they're completely different to what they're like during the afternoon games or mid-morning. Honestly, Arsenal lost to Newcastle in a pitch-black 5:30 November kickoff a year ago. In May 2022, they wilted and choked on Monday Night Football. Newcastle fans create such a huge, wild atmosphere in the freezing cold for nighttime matches. But during the daylight, it can be very meh, as proven when Arteta's boys easily silenced the ground with a 2-0 win in the May sunshine last year. St. James's Park in the evening is about as intimidating as an orc battle, but games in the morning, where the Geordies have only just rolled out of bed, where everyone can still taste the cornflakes in their mouth, it's not the same. It's a bit like how watching a scary film at night can be utterly terrifying. Well, lads, I mean, has anyone ever tried watching The Babadook in the morning? It ain't too scary when you're 4 spoonfuls deep into a bowl of Shreddies, and with the friendly postman knocking on your door. 12:30 kickoffs at St. James's Park are not intimidating. They're just not. So yeah, Arsenal, they've got lucky. I think the atmosphere will be pretty flat, and so yeah, Kai Havertz will nick the only goal. 1-0 Arsenal win. Bournemouth versus Man City.
So Bournemouth, Man City. Man City usually start a little bit slow in the Premier League, haven't they? I know they're top at the moment, but they're letting in a lot of goals.
Is he okay? He looks like that sentence just made him cry.
Bournemouth.
Oh no, he's singing, it's fine.
So for this result, I'm going to go with Bournemouth 2, Man City 3. Right, goal scorers for Bournemouth is Semenyo and Evan Nilsson. And then for Man City, the goal scorers are going to be Haaland, obviously. He's going to get a brace. And Vardiol.
Yes! Thank you. Considering the absolute disrespect the Cherries receive from most of the English population, honestly, the British public sleep on Bournemouth more than they brush their teeth. But Nathan is actually saying they will push arguably the best team on the planet all the way. And you know what? I'm going to do one better. I initially thought the Man City might wolf them for tea with a 3-1 win, but no. For the first time this season, I'm going to back them to lose. If any manager is going to pull off an invincible season, it will be Pep with this Man City side. But no, this is his 9th crack at trying to have a golden invincible Premier League season. But no, they always end up losing to someone. So I'm going to go for a Cherries win 2-1. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, Antonio Iraola is a genius. But also, you don't even really need to be a genius to sucker punch Pep. I mean, Christ above, a year ago, Guardiola lost to Gary O'Neill, someone who looks like he belongs on Muppet's Treasure Island. He looks like someone who is mates with Kermit the Frog. I'm going to go with an opener from Erling Haaland, but Justin Kluivert will equalise, son of a Barcelona legend deflating another Barcelona king, and then former Man City Chris Packett and his Unal will come off the bench to bury a shock winner. Just you watch, and if I get this right, I deserve double points. Ipswich versus Leicester.
So I am going to go with a 2-2 draw here. Ipswich Town 2, Leicester City 2. That boy Delap, he's going to get 2 goals. And then for Leicester City, I'm going to go with Jamie Vardy, still cooking at 37, and Buonanotte. I think I said that right, did I?
Lads, why can nobody pronounce Buonanotte's name right? Vise stumbled over it too.
The Brighton Lawney, Buonanotte, that guy.
Has nobody said goodnight in Italian before? Well, look, I agree with Nathan there'll be a lot of goals in this game, but I'm going to go for a 3-2 Ipswich win. Goals from Sami Szmodics, Liam Delap, Bilal El Kanouche, and even Odson Edward, before George Hurst pops off the bench to bag a late winner. In what will be a complete ding-dong of a match, but come on. Surely the Tractor Boys have to get their first Prem win since 2002. Surely! It's time! Liverpool versus Brighton.
Honestly, I get so many weird looks wherever I am. It's just Carmex. I'm a little bit addicted to it, I think.
Why am I watching a man smearing Vaseline on his lips? Does he forget we're all here? And that he's just in his bathroom alone? Is he now going to do a poo on the floor? I'm convinced he has forgotten where he is.
So my team, Liverpool, are at home against Brighton, and I can only see them getting 3 points. They need to, really. So it's going to be Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. And the goal scorers, I'm going to go with the Egyptian king, Mo Salah, and my guy, Darwin Núñez.
So Liverpool are playing Brighton for the second time in a week, and yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Reds win. Goals from Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Alexis McAllister bagging a wonder goal against his former club. Easy Liverpool win. Nottingham Forest versus West Ham.
So I am going to go with a draw here. Yes, I'm going to sit on the wooden fence. I'm going to go with Nottingham Forest 1, West Ham 1. Now I'm going to go with Chris Wood to score for Nottingham Forest and West Ham, Bowen.
Lads, this could be the weekend where Nottingham Forest move above Arsenal in the league. That could legitimately happen. If the Gunners mess up at Newcastle and Forest beat West Ham, then yeah, Nuno Santo will be looking down on Arteta, and I guarantee you not a single person in the solar system would have predicted that happening in November. But I don't actually think that will happen. Arsenal will win, but Forest will leapfrog Chelsea with a 1-0 win. Chris Wood, of course Chris Wood getting the winner. It's not even a shock anymore to predict this Kiwi fruitcake to score. It's becoming about as obvious as sticking Haaland on the score sheet. Which just begs the question, why did Newcastle sacrifice him? Makes no sense. Southampton versus Everton.
Everton, as much as I would love for them to lose this match and obviously get relegated and stuff, it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. It's going to be a good season their last time at Goodison Park, isn't it?
I said that a year ago and very quickly got drenched in milk.
So the blue bottle jobs are no more, really, mate. They're really not Irish guys, so I'm going to go with an Everton win here. I'm going to go with Southampton 1, Everton 3. Southampton's goal scorer, I'm going to go with Cameron Archer. And for Everton, I'm going to go McNeil, Keane and Beto.
Lads, welcome to Southampton's first Premier League win of the season. Come on, the Saints have been poor this season, sure. I don't think they've been truly as bad as the results would suggest on Wikipedia, because yeah, that makes them look like the worst Premier League side of all time, collecting just 1 point from 9 games. But to be fair, they've only lost by 1 goal in 4 matches. And what's crazy is that they've only lost by more than 2 goals in 1 match against Man United. And so I actually think their fancy, naive football is actually going to pay off with a much needed win. I think they'll beat Everton 2-1. Goals from Joe Aribo, Adam Lallana, and Ashley Young getting his first goal for the Toffees with some scrappy consolation. And yeah, I'm actually predicting Lallana and Young to score at 36 and 39. 2 guys who'd have been marking each other in the biggest game in English football 10 years ago and are now both so old they probably get stiff bending down to feed their dog. Wolves versus Crystal Palace.
So if anyone's going to get the win here for me, it would be Crystal Palace, but I don't think they will. I'm going to go draw. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 1. Hello.
Did he just have a stroke?
How do I say that?
Come on, Nathan. Sound it out.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Very good. He's just laughing in a room by himself. This feels like I'm watching a scene from Joker 2.
Wolverhampton Wanderers. The goal scorer is going to be Cunha. I had to say it slow because I can't say that properly. And for Crystal Palace, it's going to be that guy who scored last weekend against Tottenham. It's going to be Mateta.
Gary O'Neill has actually survived the sack race. He's not actually the first to get chucked in a managerial swamp, but I think he'd be the second to go. On Monday morning, after Wolves lose this relegation 6-pointer crunch clash, they will be a meek, vulnerable little cabbage patch side against a rejuvenated Palace team who will be revitalized after beating Spurs. I'm going to go with another 1-0 win, John Mateta with the goal. To a chorus of boos. Honestly, there's going to be more boos in Molyneux than there would be at a Nonny Madwake meet and greet outside the club shop. Sorry, O'Neill, but you're going to be gone. Tottenham versus Aston Villa.
Tottenham, Aston Villa. Now, Tottenham, I mean, you cannot predict them, can you? How am I going to predict Tottenham? You just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to turn up. They beat Man United at Old Trafford. I mean, that's pretty easy for people to do these days. And then they go and lose against Brighton after being 2-0 up. Lose against Crystal Palace, who haven't won a game. I mean...
Fair point.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with a Tottenham win here. It's going to be Tottenham 2, Aston Villa 1. And the goal scorers for Tottenham, I'm going to go for Son and Brennan Johnson.
Okay, interesting, but... Nathan, whatever you do, do not fall into the trap of mentioning Morgan Rogers as a goal scorer. I'm telling you now, okay, because so far, 4 different people on these prediction videos so far this season have backed this man to score, blindfolded by the insufferable English media hype who are trying to make this bloke the next Bellingham. Yeah, the man has only ever scored more than 3 league goals in a single season once. When he netted 6 for Lincoln in League 1. Come on, Nathan, do not be the 5th guy this season that backs Rogers to score. You're better than that. I know you are.
And for Aston Villa, Rodgers.
Oh, Nathan. No. No. No! You were the chosen one! No, Rodgers! Okay, lads, I realize I have not predicted a single draw yet, so here we go. Tottenham 2, Aston Villa 2. They'll cancel each other out. Son Heung-min, Timo Werner, Ollie Watkins, and John Durant off the bench. Yeah, I'm convinced this game is a draw. Absolutely. Man United versus Chelsea.
So yeah, Man United against Chelsea. We're going to see a good Man United team, and we're going to see a good Chelsea team. So that means it's going to be a draw, isn't it? 1-1. Goal scorer for Man United, Bruno Fernandes, penalty. And then for Chelsea, I'm going to go with Nicholas Jackson.
What Nathan clearly is forgetting about is the new Manchester United manager bounce. It always happens. Always. Out of every manager, interim or not, to have taken the wheel since Fergie left, Louis van Gaal is the only one who didn't win his first match. The only one. And lads, Michael Carrick is a fairly average managerial cabbage. Yet he was carried by the tidal wave of momentum of a new manager bounce so much that he actually managed to get a win over Arsenal, outsmarting and defeating Mikel Arteta in the Premier League. Yes, the current Middlesbrough boss. And you know, before this season, I would have actually rated Ruud van Nistelrooy's managerial career higher than Enzo Maresca's, because I do think that an Eredivisie title challenge with PSV Eindhoven is more impressive than winning the championship title with a squad covered in parachute payments. So yeah, I think Ruud will beat Enzo. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Man United win. Alejandro Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, and a Cole Palmer-Pen. Trust me, Ruud starting off with a win. Fulham versus Brentford.
I find it quite hard to predict derbies, and this is one. Brentford against Fulham. West London. It is quite a difficult one to think who is actually going to get the win here. Give me a little moment. Let me have a little...
Oh yeah, take all the time you need, mate. Should I go and make myself some toast?
I'm going to bottle it. I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to bottle it. I'm going to go with Brentford 1, Fulham 1. Goal scorer for Brentford is going to be Mbeumo.
Mbemo. Come on, Nathan. Mbemo.
I'm going to have to ask Google how I say it.
It's not that hard. Mbemo.
Mbemo. Mbemo, is that easy? Mbemo. Making it so difficult. Mbemo.
Yes, don't be frightened of names that begin with MB. I thought the world moved past that when we got the grasp of how to pronounce Mbappe 7 years ago.
Well, now I've cleared that up. Fulham's goal scorer is going to be Raul Jimenez.
I'm going to go with a 5-4 Fulham win. Look, Brentford are crazy this season, and don't forget a year ago when Fulham did score 5 goals at Craven Cottage twice in a week. So yeah, 2 goals from Raul Jimenez, 1 from Emil Smith-Rowe, Issa Diop, and even Ryan Sessegnon. I'll go for a hat-trick from Brian and Bemo. And then, yeah, Keane Lewis Potter with the other Brentford goal. Just you watch. This is going to be nutty. Anyway, that is the end of this week's predictions video. Big thank you to Nathan for coming on. Go and check out his stuff. He's similar to me in that he does skits and shorts. So generally, me and Nathan, we should probably do an in-person collab one day. Maybe partner up for a Football Origins. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that happen. But go on then. Any final words, Nate?
Irish guy, it's been great being here, mate. We are going to do a collab at some point as well. Or I could call you the Irish Mandem. That's what the London people would say, the Irish Mandem. What would you prefer?
Am I supposed to reply? I don't think you can hear me if I do, Nathan. This isn't live. That's just an inanimate camera in front of you. It doesn't speak.
We'll stick with the Irish guy. We'll go with the Irish guy. But it's been great to have you here, mate. It's been great to be here, mate. This ain't my channel. I'll see you again soon, mate. In a bit.
Lads, Nathan genuinely seems like a great guy. He seems like a really positive guy. I'm glad I discovered him on YouTube. So there could be legs in these future collabs. I really like this guy. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Alright, let me know. What guest do you want next week? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like, share, and subscribe. As always, I'll talk to you in a while.